Well, I hope you like this book. This is a second book from the series of Fred and Ted. That's Ted and that's Fred. I read the first one last time. Fred and Ted go camping. I think that there's only 3 books of the series that I've seen. I got 2 here and I read the first one. And here it is, the front cover, Fred and Ted. Fred and Ted's road trip. There they are. Fred is looking at the map and Ted is looking at the map. That's Fred's car. That's Ted's car. Fred likes green. Ted likes red. And here's some signs, and I don't think they will help them find a place to go on a picnic. Well, let's read what the signs are, okay? I wish I could be in better, but I can't adjust the camera. So let's read the signs here. It says home, pointing in that direction. They come from home. Away, that way. Here's another sign pointing to their car. Here, that's where they are. They're right here. They're here, but they want to go there, and the sign points over there, over there. They're here, and they want to go there, and to go there, they got to go away. They got to go away from here. And so that's the beginning of Fred and Ted's road trip. So let's get started, and I hope that you enjoy Fred and Ted's road trip. Here we go, if I can go. Here we go. Fred and Ted's Road Trip by Peter Eastman. And his father also did some children's books. Here we go. Fred and Ted were going on a road trip. Ted packed the lunch. Fred packed the tools. As you see, there looks like they're getting ready to go for a picnic too. And Fred thought, just in case there's trouble, he would bring tools to fix the car, I guess. Let's see. Just the, yep, I think it's all right. Wait a minute. What's that bird looking in the window? There's a bird. He looks worried and he's looking through the window. Are we going to see this bird again? We'll find out on Fred and Ted's road trip. Boy, look what they got. Ted brought a lot of food. He brought carrots, grapes, apples, bread, jam, boiled eggs, skim milk, watermelon, pickles, potato chips. Yes, sirree, Ted. He was even into health food. He brought some tofu and plenty of water to drink. Yeah, he likes to be healthy too, and he also brought some bananas. So they drove away. Ted drove on the road, but Fred drove on the grass. they came to a big mud puddle. Fred drove into it. Ted drove around it. They stopped at a water hose. Ted was clean. Fred was dirty.
Oh, Ted, what are we gonna do? I'm dirty. I feel terrible. Oh, good night. What are we gonna do?
Don't worry, Fred. I'll wash you off with this here hose. Everything's gonna be all right.
Well, I hope so.
Let's find out. Oh, look at this. Ted turned on the water, and boy, did he turn on the water. Fred got wet. Fred got hit with a high pressure hose. But Ted stayed dry. Wow. He got clean in a hurry. So later on, they went back to driving to their road trip. And so they came to a log. Fred drove over it. Ted drove under it. They stopped to have a picnic. Ted carried the lunch. Fred spread the blanket. Sounds like they're going to have a very good time. A smashing good time. But they sat down to eat, and Ted felt a drop of water. Rather, I said Ted felt a drop of water while Fred felt 2 drops of water.
Oh no, Ted, it looks like rain. This doesn't look good. Oh.
No, I think you're right, Fred. I think you're right.
Then kaboom! Yes, here come the lightning. They're running for cover. Ted's running to his car. Ted is grabbing the food. Fred is running to his car. Fred is grabbing what he thinks is his tools. Or so he thinks. And it started to rain. And like I said, Ted ran to his car. Fred ran to his green car. Oh, this is terrible. Ted drove in the rain. Fred drove out of the rain. It wasn't raining where Fred was driving, but the rain was pouring down on poor Ted. And the bird is still watching, who brought his own umbrella. That bird is really interested in watching Ted and Fred. So here we go. They drove in the desert. Ted was cool.
Oh boy, with this fan, I just feel all right.
But Fred was hot.
Oh, no, take much of this. Ted, I'm just so hot, it's miserable. It's just miserable. Oh, no. It's miserable. Let's get out of here.
So let's see if they get out of there. But they ran over some cactus. flat tire.
Oh no, Ted, what are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do now?
Don't worry, Fred. Don't worry, Fred. I'll help you. I'll help you.
In the toolbox, Ted found a pump. And Fred found a spoon.
What's this doing in my toolbox, Ted? This should not be in my toolbox.
Yes, trouble seems to follow Ted and Fred just like fleas follow a dog. So here we go. What happens? Ted pumped. Fred found apples.
Not again. What else is in my toolbox? What else?
Oh boy, things are just not turning out right, and the little bird is still watching. Ted pumped and pumped and pumped. Fred found bread and milk and pineapples in his toolbox.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this, Ted. Why'd you do this to me? This is my toolbox.
But all of a sudden, Fred went up, up, and up.
Oh no! What are we gonna do? Oh no!
Said Ted. Fred called for help.
Help! Help! Somebody please help! I'm in the sky! I'm in the sky! I'm afraid! Help!
The little bird is watching. Chirp, 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 chirp. Can the little bird help? Chirp, 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 chirp. Here comes the little bird. Chirp, 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 chirp. And there is Ted watching on the ground, trying to help his friend Fred. Ted raced to help down on the ground. But he couldn't do much on the ground, could he? Because Fred is in the air. But the bird is in the air. What's going to happen? Kabang! Kabang! The little bird poked a hole in Fred's tire and it exploded and down went Fred. The bird stayed up, but Fred went down.
Oh no, I'm really afraid! I will smash on the ground! Help! Help! Oh!
What will poor Fred do? He's going down in a hurry. But Fred falls in his car. It cushions the blow a little bit. Back at home they are, safe and sound. And so was the bird. He was glad to see that Fred was all right and landed in his car. Ted was glad to see that Fred was all right and landed in his car. But what about the picnic? Wasn't they supposed to go on a picnic? Oh well, let's find out. Well, how about that? Yes, they did. Ted had a sandwich. In fact, he had a very large sandwich.
Ooh, look at this, Fred. I got me a big slam of a sandwich. Yum yum, boy, is this gonna be good.
Well, I got just what I wanted there, Ted. All I wanted was hard-boiled eggs and pickles. My favorite, yes. This is just a jump dandy picnic.
Yes, it is, Fred. And if it rains, we can run back to the house.
Yes, that's right. This is just wonderful.
And the bird said, chirp, 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 chirp. And he winked his eye, saying, you know what happened. I helped. And now they're all right. Fred and Ted are having their picnic at home in their own yard. And maybe sometime that might be best for us not to travel too far. Sometime there may be fun right in our own front or backyard. There may be fun in our own town instead of going 80 miles away. So they had their picnic. And Fred had a hard-boiled egg and a pickle. And of course, Ted had his sandwich. And all's well that ends well on Fred and Ted's road trip. I hope you like the book. Maybe someday I can go on a picnic with him. I sure would like to eat one of Ted's big sandwiches. Yeah, I do. I really wish I could eat one of Ted's big sandwiches. Yes, I do. And here it is. Ted and Fred's road trip. Hopefully you can see the front cover. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but here's some more books to check out by the author and by his father. And they were both cartoon drawers, called an illustrator. They drew their own story. Yes, sir. And here it is. Here is two more Fred and Ted books. And I read this one. And I got this one where they're on the plains. And maybe I'll get to read it soon. And it's called Fred and Ted Like to Fly. I don't know. I probably can't see that. But wait a minute. Maybe you can see the book. I got the book. Do you want to see the book? Do you want to take a look at the book? Next time, I may read the last book of the Fred and Ted series. Fred and Ted Like to Fly. I may read this one next time. Here it is. Fred and Ted Like to Fly. Shall I give you a brief? Nah, maybe I shouldn't show you the ending, should I? There's always a good ending to a Fred and Ted story. And let's just show them in their planes. There they are, Fred and Ted. They traded their cars for planes. And we know they're headed for trouble, don't we? You know why? Because it's Fred and Ted, that's why. Yep, so I hope you like the book. And that's about it. Yep, I hope you like the book. Yeah, this ain't the best angle for me, but I just wanted to say, in relationship to Ted's Big Sandwich, is
that when I was a young boy and I was with my grandmother at the beach, her boyfriend always had big sandwiches in the trunk of the car, and when we come back from the water, we were cold, and my grandmother threw these big striped towels, and we were shivering, and we'd go to the back of Mac's trunk that I think he was called Mac. He always had these nice big sandwiches, and the only thing I remember is that he had in there salami. He had slices of salami, maybe bologna, and it was always on rye bread, and there was tomatoes and everything, and mustard, and the sandwiches were big. We were only like 5 years old. So that's my memory of eating a good sandwich like Ted did in Fred and Ted's Road Trip. I hope you liked the book. Bye-bye. Until next time, maybe we'll see Fred and Ted in their airplanes. Yeah, here we go. Goodbye. Let me turn it off. Oh no, oh boy. I didn't know, oh, the camera is, oh, come on camera, free, stop right